What is going on, Benchwarmers? Welcome back to another fantastic episode. Yes, I know we're still in our boxes here on the screen and not in the studio, but I think I am good to go whenever you guys are good to come back. So I am welcoming you back down to the studio so we can continue doing what we love best, and it's bringing our voice off the bench to you listeners out there. And as always, we appreciate all the support. All of our socials are going to be down below in the description. Follow, a like, a subscribe, review on the podcast goes an extreme long way. I know you hear me say it over and over again, but it is definitely helped us out a lot lately. So thank you for all that support. I am one of your hosts. I am Eric, the instigator. I don't know who's to my left, so I'm going to let whoever's to my left kind of take it from there. To me, it's John, just letting you know.
Yeah, it's John, also known as Gat. Under me, I have Nick Cutius, so Nick.
Yo, going on, Nick, Nicholas.
I love how that this never works at all because in every single screen, I think we should have
Everyone's
a discussion
different.
hey, because you can move it around. Hey, put it in this order, so you don't have to be worried about being confused later.
Well, as long as I get to see your faces, that's all I really care about.
It's four of us, the usual four, so we're here.
And you heard Marco's beautiful voice, as always. Thank you guys for listening, and we are excited for today's episode. It's gonna be a little bit different. We're not gonna really, not different as far as what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about the Premier League, but then we're gonna talk about the main transfers that are happening, that have happened, that are rumored to happen, that we want to see happen, that we're excited to happen. All that stuff that's gonna happen in this transfer window. Something's gonna happen. What do you want to happen?
Yeah, something.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but something's gonna happen. But I think we should definitely kick off the Premier League action because there is a makeup game that Gat's gonna kick us off with, and then there's gonna be the Premier League action that's happening this weekend. We also have Carabao Cup and FA Cup that just happened. If you want to hear some content about that, let us know. Shoot us a DM. Shoot us an email. I know that sounds very business professional, all that. But if you want to go that route, I'm all for that too. If you want to hear that content, we'll definitely put some more out there for you guys. We just didn't think, you want to hear it, especially any Arsenal fans out there. We'll just pretend that this weekend never happened. But
what happened?
Nothing. How have you guys been? How has what was that?
It's been cold. That's what it has.
No, it's cold today, bro. So
it's cold as fudge.
I get home from work, right? I'm like, you know what? But obviously I work out of my car, so I'm like in and out. I mean, yeah, I was cold, but I wasn't like really cold. Like I wasn't walking out there for long periods of time. I get home from work. I'm like, you know what? Let me take Ace out for a walk right now. I feel good right now. I feel energetic, so let's do it. I'm still bundled up from work and everything, bro. As soon as like I walk maybe like half a block away, my hands are freezing. And I'm like, yo, I gotta turn back. I feel bad because like if you look at the camera, it looks like I just left and I just came right back. So it's like it's the funniest thing.
Shortest walk.
Shortest walk. Yeah, man. The cold is damn. I was hoping that we'd kind of get away with it this year. Like we've had some pretty warm days in December. I thought that maybe January.
No.
And then the past couple of days, it's just you wake up and it's for me because I'm up so damn early just to get to work. And by 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, it's like 15 degrees outside. It's ridiculous. It's crazy because tomorrow it's supposed to jump up into the 40s, which for us is a huge jump considering it's been in the 20s the past couple of days.
Yeah, man.
So tomorrow is gonna be a warm day.
Yeah, dude. I know, man. It's fucking annoying, but.
I like Nick, how warm day is in the 40s.
For real, right? I'm like that's bad, but I'm excited for 40-degree weather, man. Like shit, I'm excited for 40 degrees, really. But hey, that's what we get if we want to live in Jersey, right?
Small things.
I appreciate it. I love living here, so I can't really complain. Yo, Nick, what's up, man? How are you, bro? You're doing some hard research over there. You're getting me nervous. I feel like you're gonna kind of drop some stats on our head, and then we're not ready for it.
Nah, just looking at a couple of center midfielders that are on the market potentially.
So you know what? I'm gonna let you do your research.
Actually.
What's up?
I got a big name actually. Pretty interesting.
Okay. All right. So we'll see. Well, good. So you know what? I'm gonna let Nick continue doing his little work behind the scenes, so that way when we get to that transfer segment, he'll definitely drop some bombs on us, some bombshells.
No.
Oh, I thought you were trying to get my attention or something. Sorry. All right. So if you guys are ready to go, I think we're good for kickoff.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Kickoff is now.
What happened to the other one?
Oh, went down. For those who don't know, that's our pro clubs. Shank the ball. squeak, or if he really fucked up, squeak. But yeah. So talk to us. You brought up the game. Honestly, I completely forgot about it because it didn't come up on the website. So West Ham and who is it playing again?
West Ham and Norwich tomorrow to finally end game week 21.
That's crazy.
It's yeah, I mean, I almost forgot there was a game even today. Southampton and Brentford played today, but I didn't watch the game. But apparently Southampton won, so good for them, I guess. But West Ham Norwich finally finishing off the game week. There's been a big break in between because of the Carabao and the FA Cup, so I'm actually I'm interested to see the lineup that West Ham put out tomorrow. Because there were a couple instances where like Antonio was down a couple times during their League Cup match. So we'll see if he's fully fit to start tomorrow or play anything at all. This match was postponed from like a month ago. Back that was at Norwich's request, so I'm not sure off the top of my head if their COVID cases are better. We'll find out more tomorrow once we see the lineups. But I'm interested in watching this game because it's Norwich, so I'm hoping this is a huge goal fest, just a purely entertaining game to watch. But we'll see what happens. West Ham is still out with a couple of defenders. They still don't have Ogbonna. They don't have Cresswell, so we'll see if Norwich take advantage of that.
That is gonna be very interesting to watch. What time is the game tomorrow?
Afternoon. It is at 2:45 Eastern time.
2:45 Eastern time. Okay, so I could probably actually cash that. I should be home then. So I'm definitely gonna catch that then. Awesome. So let's get into game week 22. I'm interested to see how it's gonna happen for teams like Spurs who have so many games in hand. Like, where are they gonna bunch up these games? So that's.
I mean, they're not. You don't have anything to fight for.
Wait, what?
Those Spurs aren't sort of like, at least for the international competition, they're already out. So they can just place it where those games would have been.
That's true. That's a good point, Mark. I didn't think about that. That's because the Europa Conference League they were in that. I forgot they were in that. That's true. All right. Well, they have a big matchup this weekend, which we'll definitely talk about shortly. But first game of the game week, and we're gonna give our predictions. On some games, we'll kind of do a deep dive into other games, like the second game, which we'll talk about shortly. But first off, Brighton versus Crystal Palace. How do you guys see this game going? Are Brighton gonna? I think they're on a good run, aren't they? If I'm not mistaken. They've been on a good run recently. Let me pull up the results. Just let me see. So they won their FA Cup game. All right. They beat Everton 3-2. That's right. They tied Chelsea 1-1 and beat Brentford. Yeah. So they're on a pretty good run of form right now. Crystal Palace are kind of on a roller coaster ride at the moment. It seems like we'll see if they get any income this January. But how do you guys see this game going? Is Graham Potter gonna get the best of Patrick Vieira and his band? Nick, I'll go to you first.
Brighton at home. No, I don't think I think it'll be a tie. Yeah, just don't really have much to say on it. Just our normal tie. Brighton haven't been that good at home lately. Not lately, but the kind of like the whole of the season or whatnot. Yeah, tie 1-1.
All right. Marco, how are you sitting? Are you gonna be sitting on the fence on this one too?
What Nico is saying is true. In the past, I think they have been more consistency in the past 5 matches, playing away versus playing at home. Versus Crystal Palace, that's a hit or miss. I feel like they keep on going up and down, and you never know what's going to really happen with them. So, I agree with Nick. It's gonna look like it's going to be a tie. Now, I think there's going to be goals, so I give it like a 2-2.
Okay, all right. Gat, talk to me.
I think this is actually gonna be. I think this is going to be a really good game. And funny enough, I actually just pulled it up. The last 5 times that these two clubs met, 3 of them were 1-1, and then they split the other one 1-1, 2-1, and the other one 1-1-0. A lot of ones in there, sorry. But so it's a pretty predictable matchup actually. But I think given form on both sides, Crystal Palace, I believe, do have Gallagher back because he was out with COVID, I believe. So he's back. That should bring some more excitement to the Palace midfield. But Brighton have actually been doing pretty good. And this game they're playing, it's Brighton hosts. So, I definitely see this being a goal fest, I would hope. 3-2 Brighton.
3-2 Brighton. All right. I'm actually leaning on your side, guy here. I think it's going to be a Brighton win. I think recent form. I think I can look back and acknowledge that I'm a very recent form biased person. So if your team is doing good, I'm gonna ride your team. If your team is doing dog shit, I'm gonna say your team is doing dog shit, and I'm gonna believe it until it changes otherwise. So I think Brian is gonna be doing the scoring in this game. I say 3-1, Brighton. And this game is on the 14th, and the 14th is on Friday, right? Yeah, Friday. And that's the only game happening on Friday to kick off the week. And Saturday is a banger of a game to kick off the morning, 7:30 in the morning. Listen, guys, if you guys are down to watch it together, I'm down. We'll find a way. We'll make it happen. This is gonna be a good game to watch. I don't know if the pubs are gonna be open at that time around us. Maybe one Derby Road will shut them out. Maybe they'll be open, so we can find that out. But Manchester City hosting Chelsea. A must-win game for Chelsea. No question about that. Yeah, I'm going to go to you first. We're going to go to the reverse order. Do you think Chelsea are going to be able to get anything out of this game traveling to the Etihad? I'm gonna stop saying that. I'm gonna stop disrespecting them like that. The Etihad, all right? Let's put some respect on it now.
I think this is gonna be a difficult game because I mean we always know when big clubs meet, it tends to just be a pretty cagey. No side wants to make a mistake. Chelsea haven't been on the best of form lately. They have quite a few injuries. Yes, Lukaku's back, but we'll see if he even starts clicking with everybody else around him. I mean, unfortunately, I see a comfortable win for City. I see it as a 2-1.
All right, 2-1 City. Marco, are you also thinking what Gat's thinking is going to be another day for business for Man City?
Yes, but I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I think there's going to be goals, but I don't think it's going to be like a big number. So 2-1 is what I predict, but I think Man City has this in their pocket, bro. The league.
I love
I
love how you
checking.
just said what Gat just said.
There's 10 points between each other. Like,
Well, you know what? Real quick. Mendy's off to AFCON, isn't he?
Wait, he's in prison, bro.
Talk about the goalkeeper
For Chelsea.
He's actually not in prison.
Oh, he's not? I read that he was. I mean, he was transferred to a different prison.
No, he got out on bail.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm surprised he has all that money, right? So, like that, right? I got you right there.
Chelsea's Mendy. He's off the AFCON.
Gotta be specific.
They got Quepita though, so you good.
So I mean, with that, I think I'm guessing Kepa's going to start. So he hasn't played in a while. So you know what, there might be a little more goals.
He played in the FA Cup. And the Carabao Cup.
The thing with Kepa is like he'll come in for one game and he'll do a spectacular job. But when he starts playing like 3 to 4 games in a row, that's when like you definitely see why he's not good at all.
It really depends on how far along Mendy needs to be out. So is he only gonna be for the group stages, and then is his country gonna be kicked out, and then he comes back, or is he gonna make it all the way? So it could be only 2-3 games that Kepa really plays.
I feel like, but in my opinion, like I just said, like 3 to 4 games is still.
It's still he had one good one out of the 3 or 4 games he has like one good performance, which is his first one, and then the other ones are like, all right, anybody else would have saved that.
So, I mean, both teams are hurting from losing players, and Man City has lost Mahrez, and I believe that's it, right?
Yeah.
Chelsea have lost Mendy. That's it.
Yeah.
So I'd say Chelsea had probably lost more of a key player because Man City just have so much depth in their position. But Nick, how do you see this tactical showdown unfolding on Saturday morning?
So like last year, I think Chelsea won like 3 games in a row versus Pep. It was like the league game, FA Cup, and obviously the Champions League final. This year, City won away at Stamford Bridge, but it was kind of like it was 1-0, kind of just scrappy goal from Gabriel Jesus. So I don't know, like maybe maybe going into the Champions League final last season, we're like, all right, Tuchel definitely has he won up Pep right now in terms of probably tactically, but right now it's a tough one because obviously it's a new season and specifically Chelsea need to win. Just like Liverpool needed to win and Chelsea needed to win when they both faced each other a couple of weeks ago. Chelsea need to win and Liverpool probably want Chelsea to win or for a draw to happen. But I don't know. Chelsea right now, they don't look the best away. And especially, I don't know, just I said it like so many times, like the fluency is just not there right now. And City during this time period just always just seem to cruise wins. Maybe not even cruise, maybe like 2-1s, 1-0. I remember last season, I think they drew 1-1 at West Brom, and then they just started picking up wins like 1-0 versus Brighton. I think 2-1 versus Fulham at home. It's like during these time periods, they just keep picking up wins. I don't know how well they are in the morning. It's kind of like an interesting stat. I'm pretty sure Diego knows something like that, the early kickoff or something like that. But yeah, I think it'll be a scrappy goal by like Foden. Not even Foden. I don't know. Somebody. 1-0 City though. Like a scrappy goal by Fernandinho.
Okay, so it's going to be a cagey game then.
Yeah, it'll be a late goal as well. Like in the 80th minute.
Yeah, man. So we have 2 for a pretty simple 2-1 victory and one cagey affair, but still a Man City win. I'm leaning more towards you, Nick. I think it is gonna be a cagey affair. Result, I don't know, but it's gonna be a very close game. Chelsea, like you said, have to win this game. My only thing is that when you lose somebody as influential as as influential as Mendy, and you're already in somewhat of like a questionable, I guess, form, it's not going to help you out. So it's only going to make it harder for you guys to adapt, especially when you're going against the Man City's team that just is firing on all cylinders at the moment. There's not one player that you would drop on that team. They're just all so good. It's hard to see Man City not really take advantage of this. Yeah, Man City, 100%.
The biggest word for Chelsea is obviously they have Mendy out. Both of their wingback pairings are out, and Ben Chilwell and Reece James.
Yeah, that's right.
Last game versus Liverpool, Marcos Alonso and Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta is probably a little bit better than Marcos Alonso, but Alonso he's not good. He'll have his occasional great game against Spurs, but in terms of defending it or whatnot and transition, he's not good. And whoever's playing on that right for City is definitely Pep is gonna be like, all right.
Well, it's not Mahrez. Who do you think it's
gonna be? Probably a front three of Foden, Sterling, Gabriel Jesus. And so it'll probably be a right-hand side of Walker, Bernardo Silva, and Gabriel Jesus. And Pep will just be like, yeah, just overload on that side onto Marcos Alonso.
Just eat him alive.
Because when Marcos Alonso plays, Rudiger has 2 jobs to do.
Cover him and cover his role, yeah.
Obviously, you can't mark everyone. If you try to do mark everyone against City, you're going to be cut apart. So Pep will definitely target that side. Yeah, Marcos Alonso. If Chelsea do like somehow, I think they lost like 6. I think it was like 6-0 a couple years ago. If Chelsea somehow do lose like by far like goal line or score line or whatnot, it'll be Marcos Alonso.
Yeah. So we're already predicting what's gonna be like the weakest link of the team, and I mean it's kind of hard to disagree with that honestly, but we'll see what they do in this transfer window. I read a lot of rumors of Dingy going there, but apparently he signed somewhere else.
You guys remember Emerson?
I saw that report.
Tuchel wants to bring him on from Lyon, which is like it'll be such like Tuchel getting the best out of like a mediocre prior wingback that Lampard didn't use.
Yeah,
Tuchel's probably going to use it. He's going to get like 5 assists, 2 goals from the season.
Lyon rejected it though. They said no.
You know what the bid was, or was it loan or?
It's Chelsea's player, but they're trying to recall him from loan. But Lyon said nah. He's our player for the moment. But one thing I do want to mention about Man City and Chelsea, and I think we've mentioned it here before in the podcast, is when Tuchel came in last season to Chelsea in that period where they were in, where they had good players, but you knew Frank Lampard wasn't getting the best of them, and Tuchel got the best of them and just completely brought a new system to the team. I think we can all kind of agree that it caught everybody by surprise, especially Pep. You know, Pep had just tremendous amount of like breaking down of opponents, and all of a sudden you were facing a Frank Lampard Chelsea. Now you're facing a completely different Tuchel Chelsea, and nobody knew how to respond to that. So they won the Champions League. and they progressed in the Premier League and managed to get the Champions League spots. I think they're kind of like we've said it not too long ago either. Like pretty recently, I feel like we've said it that they've been caught. People learned how they play and are adapting to their play style. And Nick, I think you said 3 in the back is not for the long term. It's more short term. And yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see. I want to see if Pep big brains it or if he just makes it simple enough for the win. But
you mentioned like the 3 at the back or whatnot, and not Tuchel not being able to like kind of vary his options. I kind of point the same thing onto Klopp. That's why I kind of like give a lot of credit to Pep, just because when it comes to Pep and the managers like Klopp, Tuchel, Mourinho, Zidane, I think there's a pretty big margin between Pep and the others, just because Pep has so many ways to play. You can see with City, there's so many ways he can play: false 9, a front 3, a diamond, 2 banks of 4. There's so many ways Pep can hurt you. But when it comes to like some other coaches, like a Tuchel, a Klopp, like for example, Klopp, he's like very stubborn when it comes to because he loves that 4-3-3 formation. He will not change from it. When he did, it was because he had some other players like Shaqiri who kind of definitely helped in that 4-2-3 with the pivot. Tuchel, he doesn't go away from a 3-back. He'll probably adjust the system, but he won't go away from it. These past couple of games, I think he's played a back 4 in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. I think the Carabao Cup they played a back 4, but with Pep, I think one game, I forgot which game, he played a back 3, and you don't associate Pep teams with the back 3 or whatnot. There's just so many ways Pep can play. Yeah, that's why he's like a little bit further, not like further than Tuchel and Klopp and some of the best managers in the world.
I mean, people regard him as one of the best coaches of all time, and there's a reason why. But let's give some credit to another manager who's doing pretty well. He got his first win at Manchester United and for Wolves in a very long time. They're facing Southampton at home. How do you see Wolves coming out of this game? They're playing at home. Pretty big result, I'd say, against United. Nick?
Oh man, Wolves.
Southampton. Yep.
No, I went Wolves.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, Traore goal.
Traore getting off the mark. Right.
Put money on that, Nick. Put money on it.
Traore goal. I don't know how he scored, but
yeah, would you put money on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what sane person would put money on that.
Even if it's like, let's say $1 or $2, and if you actually make bank, because nobody would pick them.
So who do you have, Marco? Who are you picking?
Wolves, without a doubt.
Okay, simple win.
Yeah.
All right, got.
No.
Oh, a draw.
No.
Man, I disagree with you. I'm going with the other 2 guys here. I think it's gonna be a nice simple win for Wolves at home. Ooh, now we got Norwich versus Everton. Norwich at home, Everton in fucking horrendous form. They just lost a player. The captain, if I'm mistaken. I think he was the captain, right? Yeah. They lost the captain, Lucas Digne. Yeah, it's Norwich, which again I don't want to troll them or anything, but it's
Norwich,
a team that Everton should win, but I don't think they're gonna win this game, honestly. If you guys,
we always troll saying, "Oh, it's Norwich, just Norwich," but now we can start saying, "Well, it's Everton."
Yeah.
They're just so bad. So this is tough. This is tough. I mean, at the end of the day, I think we're going to troll Norwich more than any other team. So I wouldn't be surprised if they pull out a 1-0 DCL header like in the 85th minute, like he always tends to do. But I'm gonna pull a Marco. I can see it go either way. It's probably gonna be 0-0.
All right, so Marco,
I'm leaning for one. I'm leaning 1-0 Everton.
Okay, Marco, he's giving it to you now. Are you choosing a side or are you sitting on the fence?
You know what? I'm gonna choose a side.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna go with Norwich.
For
some reason, I have a feeling that Pookie is gonna do something.
Okay.
It could be something simple as just a 1-0, but I don't know. I think the pain of losing your own captain, it's gonna affect the group. So right. I'll give it to Norwich.
All right. Pookie party. Nick, are you partying this weekend with Pookie?
Yeah, 2-1 Norwich.
Let's do it.
I'm actually on your guys' camp as well, Marco. I think you're on the hit the nail on the head with that Norwich prediction. I'm excited for a Pookie party. I haven't seen one of those in a while. So, Pookie party incoming this weekend. Newcastle versus Watford. Newcastle have made some big signings. I think all of which should be available because they're domestic signings, so it should be just as simple as boom, boom, boom. Chris Wood,
Kieran Trippier,
and I forget one.
Aubameyang.
Yeah, for real. Next. All right, guys, talk to me. Are we gonna start seeing? Is this as against Watford? Is this where they turn the corner and we start seeing them surviving the Premier League to
So
build
what they brought
the
in
dynasty?
a right back and they brought in what, a midfielder,
Striker.
a striker. I don't think it's gonna be a full 9 degrees change or 180, but I think it's a step in the right direction.
Okay. All right.
It is also against Walford.
Mm-hmm. They're at home.
Which is
Newcastle's
towards
at home.
the bottom, but so is Newcastle. So
Yeah, they're fighting relegation. It's a relegation battle this right now.
pretty much. I'll give it a Newcastle.
All
I
right.
have to pick. I'll pick Newcastle this one.
Nick, are you excited? Would you? I'm actually. I'm thinking about watching this relegation battle. How are you feeling about this?
4-0 Newcastle.
Shit, damn! My man said they're coming out of the stables. Boom, flying.
But it won't be like they pick up a run of form. It'll be a one-off, and then they'll lose the next game 2-1.
Oh, well, there goes all the hype.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I think Watford 2-1.
Watford. Oh, damn, that's hard.
Yeah, I think,
man. That's hard.
Dennis didn't go to AFCON. He's pictured back in training, so it looks like he's going to be fit for this match. He's pretty much their best player that they have. And Newcastle, yeah, they are making a step in the right direction, like Marco said, but they're still going to need time to acclimate, all these with the new players that they're getting in. So I think Watford's going to take advantage of that.
I wonder how Dennis feels.
I don't know. Let's give him a call. He's your brother.
Because I don't know if you guys saw a video today. It was like Riyad Mahrez touching down.
Yeah.
He got this. My word, it was like it was like Michael Jackson touching down anywhere, and it's like AFCON is very important.
Yeah.
For African players.
Oh yeah.
And there's so much passion in it, and it's almost like a lot of like Eto'o, Drogba, George Weah, like winning an AFCON trophy means so much to them and also to their legacy. Just because you did it for your country. There's 54 countries in Africa. This, you know what I mean? It's so important for them. I just feel like, I don't know. I kind of feel for Emmanuel Dennis just because he's been so hot this season. Second, tied with Mikel Antonio with second most goals and assists behind Mo Salah, playing for Watford. He fully deserves to be playing up with Iheanacho. I don't know. I don't know if I'm Emmanuel Dennis, I don't know. I'd feel like kind of robbed. I can't lie about my own club.
Well, so the Watford didn't let him go. Is that what happened?
Yeah, correct. But apparently he was nursing an injury. So
but he's good now.
I guess he's good now because he's in training. So
damn. That's a bombshell right there. You dropped me early. Nick wasn't ready for that one.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be like let's say we're professional players, right? We play for Watford. It'd be like Wates in the World Cup or
fuck yo, puta yo. Pásame la chela, vamos,
Celate. Right. Let's say you're a fucking professional football player from Wate, right? This is Wate's first World Cup, and this is obviously this isn't Nigeria's first AFCON, but obviously a made up scenario, and you get rejected that your own club is saying, "No, you can't go. You have to stay with us."
Nah, yeah, I feel
you know what I mean?
that could ruin a player's career at that club. Damn, that's crazy. Shit. I'm gonna go with you guys. I think Newcastle's gonna win this game. My main focus is gonna be on Dennis to see how his reaction is gonna be, his composure on the field. So, the next game we have at the same time, actually, Burnley versus Leicester. Burnley, who just lost Chris Wood and are literally scraping the barrel right now. Leicester traveling away to them. Can we all just agree it's Leicester in this one?
Does anyone know the details on that transfer? Like, did Burnley want to let him go, or
I doubt it, dude. He's their best player.
that's so fucking Chris Wood.
Yeah, like I doubt they wanted to let him go. Like they're already, barely. They're not even surviving the Premier League, and to lose their starting striker, there's no way that they were expecting.
To also your relegation rival.
Exactly. So now, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But can we all agree this is Leicester's for the taking?
Yeah.
Gat's questioning it. Gat, come on, dude.
Don't be so quick. No, listen, the only reason why I'm questioning that is because Leicester literally have nobody. Daka maybe will be fit for this game, but they don't have anybody. They have so many injuries. They have, I think the last time I read something, I think they have maybe 8 or 9 senior outfield players available. There was actually a rumor going around that Leicester might try to get this game postponed just because they don't have anybody. Because otherwise they're going to be forced to play all of their young academy players. So I honestly don't know what's going to happen here.
So this could be a game.
So this could be a draw just because of the way Burnley play, unless they just don't have anybody.
Not that you mentioned, I didn't realize that none of the games are postponed. So yeah, I mean, the closer we get to the game week, and some might get postponed. That's actually a good shot. I didn't even think about that. All right, so we'll keep an eye out for that. We'll see what happens with Leicester if they pull out. But as she said, don't pull out too early. Aston Villa versus Manchester United, a rematch from yesterday, right? You guys played each other. So you guys are traveling away. Manchester's traveling away to Villa. Yeah, are you feeling confident about this game?
Yes and no. I'm feeling confident in this game because we did have a couple players rested for the FA Cup tie, so they should be available and playing, which will hopefully add a little bit more to the side. I mean, just real quick, the game itself, there was definitely improvements late on that from as of late, but it still didn't look good. So that's the reason why I'm also not confident, because I could see Aston Villa just coming out and knowing that we didn't play well and just try to attack us. But I'm also confident because we had a couple players rested that should hopefully start and hopefully make a difference for us. So this can be a tight game, especially with Villa being the home side. But I'm still gonna support the lads. 2-1.
All right. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but just wanted to quickly get your thoughts on Rashford and what are your thoughts on his performances? Like, does he have to get benched, or like what is it? What's going on with him?
It is absolutely completely mental with him. I have no idea what the heck is going on, but he's just not showing that he wants to play right now. I mean, I think everyone has seen that one clip of the shot that should have been an easy rebound and at least get a good challenge on the ball, and he kind of just pouted and turned his back to the ball when he could have easily charged at it. Just try to make a difference. So I don't know what's going on with him. It's obviously worrying because we all know the talent that he has. What he can do. He's just, I don't know. He's got to get his head out of his ass. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's got to focus on the game. All
right, Marco, how do you see this game going?
I think Aston Villa's taking it without a problem. I don't know, man. I think there's what?
Coutinho.
I mean,
well, I was going to ask you, do you think he starts this weekend? But I want to hear what Marco.
I don't think he starts, but he's definitely going to get a couple minutes. But not only that, I also feel that I don't know. I don't think there's like really much of a team in Man United right now. And they're not clicking, even with the new management. They're not clicking. So and they're going to be away. So for me, that's those are big things. Yes, they could have rested a couple players, but at the end of the day, they really haven't been connecting. So my eyes is going to be more like a 2-0, 2-1 Villa.
All right, Nick, does your boy Coutinho, the Liverpool legend,
the reason why you have gotten to where you are?
I'm fucking with you. Actually, look, without Coutinho, you guys would never be the Champions League winners, the Premier League winners, because look, all that money that motherfucker got you where you guys are right now. So put some respect on his name, all right? Put some respect on his name.
For real.
Yeah, for sure. I see a lot of like Liverpool fans like saying, look at what happened to Coutinho. Look what happened after he left Liverpool. But he's won more trophies than Liverpool have won since he's left.
Yeah.
And
that's what he left. He won. He left to win trophies, and that's what he's done. He's a Champions League winner.
How he wins them doesn't matter, but he wins them.
He wins on the bench, but he wins them.
I don't know if I feel like him and Buendia are kind of like the same player. I don't know. They're kind of like tidy players outside of the box. You can definitely cut in and shoot one from outside the box. Can definitely facilitate and playmaker and whatnot. But yeah, they probably can't play in the same team. Just like how I mentioned, Messi and Coutinho weren't able to play in the same team just because they both like need the ball. Buendia needs the ball. So if Coutinho were to play, Buendia is probably out of the picture. And Coutinho got signed. He's on a 6-month loan. If you're going to sign for someone for a 6-month loan, and especially like a player like Coutinho, you're probably going to sign him to start him in most games, which kind of leaves Buendia out of the picture, which is kind of a shame because I know you, Eric, you were kind of a big fan.
I was excited to watch him this season.
And he was also linked to Arsenal in the summer, and he was
heavily.
He was the best player in the championship last season. If he gets kind of put out of the picture by definitely not the Coutinho he was a couple years ago, 4 years ago, it'll kind of be like, damn. But also I want to go back to the Rashford point. I know I mentioned when Ragnar got appointed that he should definitely try to get the best out of Rashford. But yeah, no, it looks like Rashford. It's all on him right now, and it's who knows. Like, I think kind of associate players who grew up in the city or whatnot. Greenwood, Rashford grew up in Manchester. Smith Rowe, Saka grew up in London. Curtis Jones, Trent grew up in Liverpool and whatnot. So it's not like they're going to stay there for the rest of their career just because they're from there. Rashford is, when he got out of the academy, I think he started one game in the Europa League. I think his first Premier League game was against City, and then Liverpool. My word, like his overall like build and profile was just one of a kind. His stature, his pace, and his technique of shooting the ball is one of the best in the world. But yeah, right now he looks so out of it, and I think United fans like have a very good like string attached to Rashford just because they saw him from the academy to performing in Champions League and winning games against PSG. But now it's just, he doesn't look not even a half of the player that he was last season, actually, because last season actually pretty decent. He had a great Champions League run. And he linked up well with the likes of Greenwood and Bruno. But right now, I don't know. I don't know if it's the manager. It's actually not the manager because under Ole, especially this season, he was performing the same. It's definitely not the system because, like I just said, he performed the same in Ole's system. Games here and there. His injury issues. I think that kind of gets like swept under the rug just because he's been injured a lot these past couple of seasons. I know this summer he had I believe it was a back surgery after the Euros. He came back, I believe, mid-October, early October. And it just doesn't help. Like there's so many examples. Like, for example, Ansu Fati right now, he is constantly injured. And it also doesn't help when he's constantly rushed back. That's one of the worst things you can do to a player.
He's so young too.
Tons
of development.
I was just gonna mention that not only to just a regular player, but like to a young star, Rashford and Ansu Fati, especially Ansu Fati right now, they're both stars right now. That's one of the worst things you can do. And I don't know if it's the manager or the medical staff, but rushing a player back from injury is I don't understand like how you can do it. Just because maybe you need this result for this player, but most likely 80% of the time he won't perform that he was before the injury. It'll just be a 60-minute performance, serious, touch the ball. Rather, you wait for him to get fully back fit. He comes back bouncing. So it's definitely things on Rashford's side, but other side where his injuries, which is not his fault, haven't helped. But on this game, I feel like United got some juju in that FA Cup, so it's kind of down to hunt them back. So I feel 2-1.
More McFred juju.
Yeah, I don't know.
Does McFred start?
What a ball that was, though.
Does McFred start?
Sure.
No, I don't know because I'm pretty sure McTominay is going to be out. I think he's suspended, I think.
In that case, I'm going for Villa.
Something like that, so no. So
in that case, I'm going Villa. I thought McFred all day. But yeah, I'm going Villa. They could have won that last game, man. They just couldn't put the ball away at the end of the day. Now they got Coutinho. I actually think that Coutinho and Buendia can play on the same team, just in a different, maybe a different style. I don't know. I don't know if Buendia is the kind of player that can run off the wing, maybe cut in on the left, from the left to right side, and play Coutinho more central. I'd be interested to see that. But I'm kind of curious to see how Steven Gerrard lines up this weekend, because I mean, it's kind of, they got McGinn, they got another ball carrier. They got a lot of ball carriers now, and that's gonna help them out, especially going to United that are just struggling defensively. And when you have so many players that can dribble the ball at you, it's gonna one, open you up, because now you're gonna either try to double team him or something. But imagine having Coutinho, Buendia, and McGinn, who can all take players on, just running at United's defensive line. They're gonna, I don't know. I'm excited to see this game, but I'm gonna give it to Villa. I'm gonna give Villa 2-1, and yeah. So we'll see. I'm more hopeful, because that's a result that Arsenal need, because I'm nervous for this weekend. But West Ham Leeds United is the next matchup. West Ham at home. The Hammers, will they hammer Bielsa's men away, or will they get hammered by Bielsa's men?
2-0 West Ham.
2-0 West Ham. Marco, talk to me.
Oh man, you know me. I
love Leeds. I know you love. Marco, I gotta ask you this question, bro. And I saw it on making its rounds through the Twitterverse. Is Bielsa overrated?
Maybe a little.
Okay.
I think this is what he's known for. I think he's known for an explosive start, but he's never really won anything. He's just there to kick something off, and somebody else comes along and continues it. He did a phenomenal job bringing him back to the Champions League. To the EPL. He had a great start last season, and then once everybody figured out how to play against him, it just kind of like went. So I want to say like he. I don't want to say he might be slightly overrated, but I think that his rate isn't that high either. So
that's a fair point.
So it's not like I'm not considering the greatest of them all. So,
and I saw this, and the tag along there was something I saw, and I think the reason why you like, I think why we all kind of like their style of play, and I don't know, I kind of want to get your thoughts on this, because I'm like, I saw Bielsa Leeds, I'm like, oh, Marco, I'm kind of curious to see what he thinks. His style of play is like suicide football.
Pretty much.
It's like it's either like, all or nothing. Something's gonna happen.
It kind of reminds me of like playing it back when like we were kids. Like it was like you just see the rush of kids just running towards the ball. In a better but more strategic manner, but it's kind of the same way. It's just, and here we go all to this side, and here we go all to that side. Fuck, we're tired. No, we have to get back, and here we go the whole back. So that's kind of how his football is, at least in my eyes. But it's fun to watch. Like maybe that's what it's attractive to me, and to maybe all of us, is it's fun to watch. You don't expect that from every team. Some play defensively, some play attactive, but not that type of attactive. So yeah. But
all right, so West Ham leads.
In this case, I do think that West Ham's gonna take it. I don't think it's gonna be like a stupidly big result. 3-1, maybe.
That's a big result. Okay, Marco, on we got.
Yeah, I think West Ham will take this easy. I think we shouldn't be too harsh on Bielsa, because he has had to deal with his own set of injuries at the club. So there's I mean, the players are slowly coming back, but I think Bamford, if I'm not mistaken, he suffered a setback, so now he's still going to be gone for quite some time. I think Calvin Phillips is still not there. So I mean, again, Rafinha can't do it alone. So I think just because of that, I think the games are starting to come hot and heavy for West Ham. You know, they're going to be in a lot of football coming soon. So I think it's going to be an easy win, but I don't think it's going to be a crazy win. So I go 1-0.
All right. I'm giving it to West Ham here, boys. West Ham is gonna take it from Leeds 4-1. Yeah, 4-1. I feel confident with that. Liverpool Brentford. Nick, I'm gonna go to you last, because this is your team, and I think this is gonna be an exciting game. Liverpool win this game. They're at home. I don't see that changing. Gat, how do you see this performance going?
I think this is going to be an exciting game just because of who is missing in Liverpool.
Yeah.
So I think
Is
just because of
Liverpool
that, I think it's going
the
to.
team got the most screwed out of this? I feel like they lost a lot of players. How many players did they lose? Sorry,
They
Well, I
lost
think it's just
Salah,
three, right?
Mane.
Salah, Mane, and Keita, right? I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
did they lose anybody else? I mean, they're
No.
starters.
Nick.
So
Yeah.
No.
their starting attack was basically lost.
It's pretty much what 15, 16 goals right. They're 15 goal scorer right now. That's not there right now. So
Sorry, Gat.
But I think because of that, because of who they're missing, I think it's. I mean, it's going to be a great game to watch regardless. But I think it's going to be a lot closer than what it would have been had those players not been there. Obviously, that's you know you could say that about every Liverpool game. So 2-1, I still think they win. But Brentford's definitely going to give them some cause for concern.
Marco.
Before I answer my question, your question, Eric, Nico, how do you think the lineup is going to be?
It'll be obviously Allison. Robertson probably come back. I think he's fit or not fit. Not suspension. Yeah, Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate, Trent. Midfield three of what I'd hope to see is Fabinho, Henderson, and Ox. And then our front three where it gets interesting is Jota, Firmino, which is honestly, I love that combo. It carved United apart. It's just, yeah, they're so unpredictable. And on the right, if Origi was fit, I don't think he is. I'd put him, but I think it'll be Minamino. And it'll be interesting because obviously, I don't know if. Say that again?
He's ready to play? Minamino's ready to play? But
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. He is fit, but yeah, it'll be a Jota, Firmino, and probably Minamino, Marco.
Okay, I like that. I think it's a little different. But because of the first game I'm playing that way, I kind of leaning towards a tie. 1-1.
Well, Nick, you guys need to win this game, obviously.
Yeah, it'll be. I wonder if Klopp will change formation system just because I don't think I've ever seen him use like a diamond. Whether it'll be Jota, Firmino up top and the 10 behind them. I don't think I've seen before. I know I've obviously mentioned before the 4-2-3-1. But there's like one player named Cade Gordon in the academy. He looks pretty good. I'd much rather give like youngsters, like promising youngsters. Yeah, he did score. It was a pretty good finish.
17 years old, right?
Yeah, which is like the good players from Liverpool's academy aren't even like from the academy. Like for example, like Harvey Elliott was bought from Fulham. Mm-hmm. Cade Gordon was bought from Derby County. Yeah, it's pretty interesting because I wonder if like clubs kind of like mean that, whereas like, all right, we're kind of focus on picking other like 16, 17-year-olds from different clubs. And then right when they hit 18, it's where we kind of like associate, all right, they're going to hit their stride and whatnot. So, but off topic, yeah, I'll go 1-0 Liverpool. It'll be a lucky goal.
Ooh, KGFR. Excited to see that. Awesome. All right. So look, we've been going for a long, long time. We're going to end it right now with the North London Derby. I think we should save the transfer podcast for an individual podcast. That way we can have more time to talk about it because we definitely went a lot over our time today than we were expecting to be honest. I was keeping track of that. So I think we'll end it with the North London Derby. Spurs hosting Arsenal, which is a must-win game for both teams. Top four battle. Spurs have games in hand. Arsenal are in the top four, so they have to make that. They have to cement their place in top four. We have to cement our place in top four this season. It's a must do, especially now that we're knocked out of FA Cup. I'll give you guys my 2 cents, but I'm gonna go to Nick first, Gat second, then Marco will finish it with our thoughts on this game. But yeah, Nick, talk to me. North London Derby. Do you see Conte continuing his undefeated run?
I actually do.
Fuck you, Nick! Get out of here!
It's crazy because like it's two completely different systems. Like Arteta is completely different from Conte and vice versa. Man, I just feel like when it comes to North London derbies, especially at home, Son and Kane just turn up like a different level. Especially last year, I think it was like 2-0. It was like Kane finish and that Son finish from outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, 3-1 Tottenham.
Fuck you, Nick. Fuck you. Yeah, you. I feel like you wanted to interject there. Please cut him off. I'm over him.
So I think the biggest problem that Spurs are gonna have, Son is confirmed out until at least
Oh,
February.
never mind.
I don't want to cheer that because I feel bad cheering that, but at the same time, we need any help we can. Yeah, please. Yeah, the midfielders.
So I mean, unfortunately, given this whole season so far, I mean, Son has been the pivotal player on that team this season, and without him, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, of course, they have players that they can slot in there, but I mean, to play at the level that Son plays, to perform and do what he does for that team, without him, it's going to be huge. And then I mean, just pulling up the stats too. I mean, you guys won the last two, so and you guys are in good form. So 3-1 Arsenal.
I'm I'll give you the flip of the coin. You want me to go first? You want to go first?
I'll go first. I can't.
Cat, thank you, by the way.
I can't hold.
I love you.
Arsenal. I don't know. I this past match we had being eliminated from the FA. I saw the match. I didn't like how he looked, but we also want to play with their starters. Crap. So I won't give him too much shit for that. Yes, it sucks that we're out, but that's basically it. The big replacement right now is who's going to take Party's spot. Most likely it's going to be El Neni. Oh no, sorry.
Shaka. Sambi.
As long as Shaka keeps control of the midfield, knowing how sometimes Zambi's a little sloppy, I can see us winning this game. My prediction, and it's a hopeful one, 2-1. I hate giving Ramsdale goals against him. I for some reason the kid is so good. I just never want him to be scored on because I don't think he deserves it. I think highly of him. So like for me to say 1 is like something happened that, but it's my prediction. And shit, anything could happen. It could be 5 that could be scored against him, and it's whatever. But
I think we see a couple of world-class saves out of Ramsdale this game.
We have already seen him before against Spurs.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my prediction. I think we're set. I think that we know what we need to do. It's gonna be a tough one because we're playing against a very defensive team, or trying to be defensive. They've won 3 out of the last 5. Yeah, no, I feel hopeful in an Arsenal and what they can do, and hopefully, regardless of it being Odegaard or Smith Rowe, I think we'll be solid in attack at least.
I wish I shared the same confidence you did.
Hopefulness.
Hopefulness. Sorry, faith. I guess you would say, right? Our midfield is depleted. We are completely fucked, in my opinion. There, no Mohamed Elneny, which is our backup to our starter. So now we're playing our backup to our backup. No Party, who finally found some recent good form, but
past 2 games, I think there's like his best games, and then he leaves.
Yeah, so he's taking it off to AFCON. So hopefully, he does what he's got to do.
Well, but still,
yeah, they lost their first game already, so I'll be keeping my eye on that, by the way. The fact that if you look at that last game against the FA Cup game was just horrible, and Sambi against Liverpool, a big match. You saw he coughed up a couple goals. I don't think he gets to start. Very likely he will because he's played already, but I think what I would like to see is a combination of Shaka and Odegaard.
You think he'll do that? You think he'll push Odegaard further back?
Well, Odegaard can play as an 8. He said it in interviews that he likes playing as an 8.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind it. I've seen him play as an 8.
Yeah, so if anybody should play that role in this game, I think it should be somebody who has at least has a game rhythm, the confidence at the moment, the mentality, the leadership. Not saying this, I mean, doesn't have that, but he hasn't been in the best form either. You know, he hasn't got to run in games as much as Odegaard has. So if I'm playing them on recent form, if I'm not mistaken, Emil Smith Rowe and Tomiyasu were left out the last game specifically for the Spurs game. I'm hoping for a draw. And I'd be happy with the draw away at Spurs. It's the Northumberland Derby. Spurs don't want to lose this game at home. It's very, very hard place to win, especially in with the atmosphere and seeing how we're depleted, how we're hurting right now in some positions. It's going to come down to the midfield. It's going to be a battle of the midfield. Whoever wins that battle wins the game. They have Harry Kane. We have our young Bucks scoring goals right now. So it's going to come down to the midfield. I want to see a win. I would love to see a win, but I think a draw is probably the best outcome for us right now, just given how depleted we are at the moment. So, yeah, that's my prediction. I'm gonna give it a 2-2. I hate that. I don't like that. I don't like giving it 2-2. It's like 2 goals against Ramsdale, Marco. I want to just throw up saying that. But I don't like it. Marco looks mad at me. I'm sorry, Marco. I said 2-2. Jesus. I was like pissed off at me right now. I was like, fucking asshole, didn't interview with me. Whatever. You guys hate me. But yeah, that's the Premier League action happening this weekend. Again, we'll record again for the transfers. We'll make a separate podcast for that because there's a lot of rumors and a lot of confirmations that's happened. Do you guys have any final thoughts? Any final things you want to get off your chest?
No.
All right. Cool. I think on that note, we're going to end it here. We are the Benchwarmers, the bench with the voice, where the bench is always warm.